Well, the Democrats are facing another crisis in the wake of Hillary Clinton's defeat.
The House leadership vote now delayed until November 30th, which could mean that's bad news for Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi.
That's right. Fox News Chief National Correspondent Ed Henry here with the latest Democratic chaos on Capitol Hill.
Good morning, guys. Well, it's interesting because remember the context here, which is after the last big presidential election, Republicans had this big autopsy, they called it, where they're trying to figure out how can we win another national election. And there was a lot of chatter before this last presidential election that the Republicans were headed for the wilderness again. Instead, it's been flipped. Obviously, Donald Trump won, but Democrats are struggling here to figure out a way forward. And so you've got Tim Ryan, who's from Ohio, Youngstown in particular. So there's a sense among some House Democrats, and you see him there campaigning in Ohio with Hillary Clinton. She obviously did not carry that state, but the idea is that he's somebody who gets these sort of white working class voters, pardon me, you know, maybe these Trump Democrats that the party needs to appeal to. And Nancy Pelosi really looked on defense yesterday as she pushed back these leadership elections with the potential Ryan may get in. Watch.
Some people who say, you know, you got beat pretty badly here, and this speaks of leadership.
Well, that speaks to the presidential race more than our race.
I think there was some attraction to somebody from Youngstown, Ohio, who was sent all around the country for Hillary Clinton to talk to union workers and to try to, you know, connect with people that I know how to connect with.
So Ryan is still not officially in, but you can see he's mulling it there. And this time, pushing the elections until after Thanksgiving gives him a chance to mount a campaign. I think the most important thing is that yesterday Nancy Pelosi was asked about all this. That was her own Chad Pergram, our producer up there. And she said, we've been through hell. I mean, normally you try to turn the page and say, hey, we're figuring this out moving forward. She said, we've been through hell. That was a blunt, honest comment about where the Democrats.
They allowed themselves to be neutralized over the last 8 years. Those executive orders, they never put out. They never put out any objection, and because of that, people look at them as really invisible figures. Why does Nancy Pelosi still have sway?
Money.
Because her money?
Yeah, money.
Absolutely comes down to money. She has raised tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars for the Democratic Party when she was Speaker, and now as the House Democratic leader. That's what Tim Ryan would be running for if he challenges her. And look, the upside for Democrats is, what were people saying if Trump lost? The best thing for Republicans would be the opposition party to a Hillary Clinton as president. That might be the best hope for Nancy Pelosi to say, look, I'm the one to take on Donald Trump.
All right, thank you, Ed. Well, he did not lose. He won thanks to this one state. It was a swing state that sealed the deal for Donald Trump and his White House victory, a Republican candidate winning Pennsylvania for the very first time in nearly 30 years.
That's right. So what are the voters thinking a full week later? Let's ask Abby Huntsman. She's talking to them live at the Viewmont Diner in Scranton. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. We've been having a great time this morning, talking politics, talking about life, talking about family and jobs. I'm here with Bob, who has run a truck company for 54 years, right, Bob?
Absolutely. I have the trucking companies. I have our heavy-duty towing and recovery, hazmat companies, and we were able to build our companies here in Scranton, Pennsylvania. We had a good workforce and all, but we've seen our economy diminish, even though we're at the crossroads of the Northeast Pennsylvania, where all the interstates cross by us. And our growth potential here was tremendous. However, we've lost a lot of jobs, and we need new leadership in Washington. I'm happy to see Donald Trump is going to be there.
And you worked hard to get Mr. Trump elected here.
Absolutely. Outside, you'll see one of my trailers that have traveled out throughout the country. It's one of them. It's sitting out here, and on it has various sayings. One is, freedom isn't free, and respect is earned, not demanded. And, of course, build a wall, and all lives matter. And those are important issues in this country right now. We needed a builder, a restructure. We had a house clean Washington.
Oh, that's your flip phone ringing. I haven't seen a flip phone in years. I want to get over here to Pat, who your grandparents came over. They were immigrants from Italy. You've been here your whole life.
I have been, and I work for a real-time pain relief. It's an analgesic company, but I have worked for National Running Center for 23 years and was in the garment industry for over 25 years. So I've traveled all over this great country of ours.
You served this country.
I did. I served in the United States Navy for 6 years and loved every minute of it, and I'm proud of this country. And I voted. I was a Democrat all my life, but I just turned Republican this year, mainly because of the abortion issue. Definitely pro-life, and I believe that you cannot kill a baby 9 months old coming out of the womb. And I really feel that's an important issue in my life. And also because of the Supreme Court issue. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to vote that way, because to me it's very important what happens in Washington.
You're a family man, you're a religious man, a big family like mine, a lot of kids. You got some grandkids as well that you're concerned about. And Wendy, You're a retired math teacher, you and your husband, right?
Yes, we've both lived in Mayfield all our lives, and being a math teacher, I worry about numbers, of course, and that $20 trillion debt, which our debt is approaching in this country, bothers me very much. And I have 2 children. They both voted for Donald Trump, as well as my husband and I did. And we worry about their safety. We worry about national security. And I think Donald Trump is going to do a better job on that.
Well, and Wayne, you own a plumbing company. You've got your plumbing van outside. Some great advertisement there. You must have learned from Mr. Trump on the advertising thing. I mean, you voted for him, and you come from a big family as well, right? You're one of 9. You've got 7 of your own kids.
Yeah, we have 7. My wife is one of 10, actually. And so our family values have changed and caused us to be Republicans. Years ago, when I started my own family, my parents are Democrat and have always been. A lot of my family has. But I appreciate some of the comments made about all lives matter and what's important to me, even the unborn child. And that person, that child needs and to be heard and to be, have the ability and the opportunity as we all have.
Here's your son, Ben, who voted for a 3rd time.
Yes, I did. Donald Trump. I'm a real estate agent in the area, and just talking to different people in the area, I knew it was going to be an electoral landslide for Trump.
Yeah.
You talk to a lot of people.
It's so interesting what has happened in the city of Scranton, and all your stories, I think, tell that story very well. Guys, I'm going to have to hand it back to you guys. We're going to keep talking here, though. We couldn't even get to Frank over here is retired, but we're going to keep the conversation going.
Oh, we love you, Frank.
Great job, Abby.
More Fox and Friends. We go to the dogs right on the plaza in just a second.